John, you think you've played well for a few games now, at least checking wise. You feel like you need a reward for your play here soon to keep guys in the right
It's not
mindset?
up to what I feel. We just got to keep on playing the right way. And then what happens, happens. It's out of our control. As long as we stay the way we think we can be successful, we stay with it.
Defensive pairings were shuffled a little bit against Anaheim. Have you found the right partner for Zach, where his game is right now? Are you still trying to find the right guy that works?
I'm not trying to find the right player for him. We're trying to help his game. So we're still not. This year we've been flexible in trying to find right pairs at certain times during the year. I'm not sure what they'll be as we move forward.
You know what you do tonight?
No.
Real clear definition now with your first, second, and fourth lines. Do you know what that third line is yet, consistently? And I'm thinking of this.
Well, I'm not sure if it's a third line or a fourth line
but I'm thinking of the Nash line as the fourth line for whatever. Maybe it's the third line some nights.
That line's played good, yeah.
Yeah, that other line. Where is that now? How far is it from where you want it to be?
It's not an ideal line as far as a makeup of a line, but I'm comfortable with the other three, so it kind of falls out that way a little bit. I'm not sure where we go with it. I may do some shuffling through the game to change that look, but we'll see how the game is played, and I'll make my decision then.
Oh, here. You guys seem to, at least the past 3 games or so, really taking out the kind of wild back and forth stuff, the games that we've seen, the high scoring stuff. Is it fair to say that you guys are more comfortable in that kind of game, winning that kind of game than it is those other ones, those crazy ones where you're maybe scoring more?
I think to compete in this league and to be a good team in this league, you got to be able to play in both situations. You got to be able to play in the close games, and sometimes it gets wacky. You got to be able to handle those types of ebbs and flows and momentums of the game. And I think we have the ability to do both. We just got to find a way right now, as we have tried to redefine some of the defensive part of the game, stay with that part of the game. I believe our goal scoring will continue to come. We can't get antsy or impatient because we only scored 1 goal last game and open ourselves up. We have to continue to remedy the lack of positioning and the amount of odd man rushes that we were giving up for a while. And I think we've done a pretty good job of that. Regardless of the result, then that's the key. We've got to stay with it.
John, any changes to your forward group tonight?
No.
You had Duclair taking a couple reps on the PK there. Is that just a challenge to him?
Just getting some work, yeah. Eventually, we've talked about Duke as far as maybe trying to develop into a penalty killer. But first things first, he's got to get himself in the lineup.
Just to follow up on Hedges' question there, is that about identity? You get your identity and go from there, whatever the case may be, whatever style of game is being played?
Well, I don't know if it's identity. It's just a proper way to play the game. And you don't need to lose offense and try to score goals by giving up on defense or not concentrate on defense. In an 82-game schedule, you've got to be able to, in all components of the game, try to stay consistent with it. And one hand washes the other there. If you've played good defense, you're going to get more offense. And we're not taking our foot off the pedal by any means as far as trying to create offense. It's just making sure when we don't have the puck that we're in position to get it back.
In these last 3 games where you have checked the way you want to check or close to it, are you still generating as many scoring chances as you were in the games where you weren't checking that way?
We were, I think the last 3 games, I think it's 11, 11, and 12 against us. And I think it's 23, 22, and 20. I always use the number 13, try to get more than 13 scoring chances during a game, and try to keep it 13 and below defensively. I like the way we've played, and we just have to continue doing it. Oh, that was a long time ago. Maybe I had a dream or something like that. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I've always used that number when we send out their scoring chances and scoring chances for and against. I always use that number. I think it's being realistic. You got some really good players in this league, and yeah, if you're giving up 3 or 4 a period, you're not doing a bad job. And offensively, you like to get more than that. And yeah, so I've always used that number.
Nope. Your work when you and Sully tracked everything? Or?
This was even before I was coaching Sully at that time. Yeah, I was coaching him at that time, yes.
So you already knew 13 even when you guys did that big project?
Oh, yeah. That was an interesting project. We good?